Unity of Houston is an inclusive church where we seek to understand and live the teachings of Jesus and other spiritual masters. At Unity, we welcome all people from all spiritual paths and every walk of life. We celebrate the diversity of our city and of our world, and we teach love, tolerance, and oneness, seeking to live in harmony with open minds and open hearts.
Wherever you are in your spiritual path, you are always welcome at Unity. Join us and discover that the life of your dreams is already within you.
This evening, I would like to share a particular song that I've prepared. But before I do, I want to tell you a little something about it so you know the spirit in which it was written. It's called the Song of Bernadette. And what it is, Bernadette was a saint, and I was raised Catholic, so Saint Bernadette was very prominent in my childhood growing up. She is the young girl that saw a vision of Jesus' mother, known in the Catholic Church or referred to as the Blessed Mother, Our Lady of Lourdes, which is the location of where Bernadette first saw her. And Bernadette was told by the vision of this beautiful lady to go to her parish priest and to her bishop to carry the messages that the beautiful lady told her to carry to them. And they didn't believe her at first, but soon the messages that she was conveying, they knew weren't coming from her, had to be coming from on high. And so at her direction, a chapel was built there, and Lourdes has become a world-famous place of many miracles and many, many, many millions of healings by now. When I was growing up, not only did I learn about Saint Bernadette, but my very first teacher in Catholic school in first grade was Sister Bernadette. And Sister Bernadette was young and beautiful. But I have to say that I don't now recall what she looked like at all. I don't remember, except that my sense of her was that she was just young and beautiful. The clearest memory I have of her is burying my face in the folds of her skirt and crying because of something that happened at school. And she reached down and patted my back with both her hands. And that's what I remember of her. So I want to sing this song for Sister Bernadette, wherever she is now. There was a child named Bernadette. I heard her story long ago. She saw the Queen of Heaven once and kept the vision in her soul. No one believed what she had seen. No one believed what she heard. But there were sorrows to be healed, and mercy, mercy in this world. So many hearts I find broke like yours and mine, torn by what we've done and can't undo. I just want to hold you. Come on, let me hold you like Bernadette would do. We've been around, we fall, we fly. We mostly fall, we mostly run. And every now and then we try to mend the damage that we've done. Tonight, I just can't rest. I've got this joy here inside my breast, to think that I did not forget that child, that song of Bernadette. So many hearts I find, hearts like yours and mine, torn by what we've done and can't undo. I just wanna hold you, won't you let me hold you like Bernadette would do. I just wanna hold you. Come on, let me hold you like Bernadette would do.
Thank you. Thanks for all your support. Thank you guys for sitting through that. This is part of the message that we have for this evening, and the one that I wanted to bring. We are completing our 4 weeks of How Then Shall We Live? And tonight's question, each week, actually I should kind of recap. There have been 4 of these, and the first one is, who are you, or what are you? Who are you, right? Did I do that one? I think I... who am I? Yes, it's like trying to understand ourselves. And then it's what do I love? Finding our passion, finding the things that really speak to us. And last week, Reverend Jean Marie just did a wonderful job of I can't remember exactly the wording of it, but it's if, how will I live knowing I will die? In other words, with death as my goal, and with my eye on the door, death's door, how then shall I live, right? And so it was a beautiful message. If you missed it, be sure and go back and listen to it. It was really lovely, and definitely not the bummer it sounds like. But tonight, what I get to talk about is, what is my gift to the family of earth? What is it that I have come to bring? What is it that you've come to bring? And I'm really putting that to you. What is my gift to the family of the earth? What is your purpose? Because you have a gift. You have a gift. Wayne Muller says this. He says, it's impossible that you have no gift. Because I know you're protesting right now, aren't you? You're saying, I don't know what you're talking about. It's impossible, he says, that you have no gift. Perhaps you're unsure of your gift, or you're afraid to share it. Afraid it will be refused. Afraid it won't be good enough. Perhaps you're simply waiting for the perfect opportunity. But what are you waiting for? It is alive inside of you at this very moment. There's no reason to wait. There's no perfecting. There's no reason not to walk out there and walk the tightrope, scale the wall, to jump in the car and drive off, to do whatever it is. Get on the stage and sing a song that you love. something. Whatever it is, be full out, soul forward, heart open. This is the moment, every moment. In fact, if you've been waiting to get good enough or better, it's okay that you study things or work on things or get mentors, get teachers, get books, get classes, get educated, get certified, do whatever. But in the meantime, don't stop being full out, radiating, practicing, mimicking, trying it out. Because you know what? Your gift has a life of its own. It will lead you. It will draw the books off the shelf. It will put you in collision with somebody who knows the referral to give to you, really may be the person that you need to meet, your teacher, whomever. If you just say yes to the universe will take you. Wayne Muller says, if our gift has a life, it will grow. That makes sense. Regardless of the size or scope of our offering, it must first be offered before it can take root and flower. In other words, we have to plant it. We have to accept it. We have to agree to it. We have to give it life. We have to give it what it needs. We have to nurture it. We have to accept it. We have to believe in it. We have to trust it. He goes on, a gift is like a seed. It's not an impressive thing. It is what can grow from the seed that is impressive. If we wait until our seed becomes a tree before we offer it, we will wait, and the seed will die from lack of planting in the warm, moist earth. The miracle is not the gift itself. The miracle is in the offering. For if we do not offer it, who will? It doesn't mean this is so unique, nobody's ever done this before, although it's possible. Maybe nobody's ever done this before. But even if you know people who've done it before, seek them out, learn from them. But you do you. You do this. You do yours. You do your version. Just like I just did. My version. Not the way I heard it recorded exactly, but the way this does. You see? How to find your gift. Now, my guess is that you're listening to me now and you know what some of your gifts are. And maybe you've made a career out of them. Maybe you're far enough in your life that you've had several different careers and you followed different threads and you know how to do that. But you may also be at a time in your life that you're not really interested in developing a career, but actually just more of, that childhood, that some of those childhood dreams, some of those things you never got around to doing, you always thought you would. Perhaps there's something a hobby that you love to do that you would like to turn into something meaningful and different and develop. Whatever it is, why wait? This is the time. Wayne Muller says, how you find your gift is ask yourself the questions that were in the book. Who are you? And what do you love? Who are you? And what do you love? How do you live knowing that you will die? In other words, what's most important to you? What are the things that drive you? What are the things that matter to you? Your gift will necessarily emerge from your response to those questions because this is your life. And so this is what you have to offer. You cannot offer other than what you are. We don't have to be the pinnacle of every career path in order to embark on it. We don't have to be the best in the West. We don't have to be, we don't have to have it all figured out to be worthy of learning a skill and developing it as far and pulling the thread as far as we can to see What is it that you have to bring? You can't offer other than what you are, and if you try to pretend to be more than what you are or give more than you have, then you will be lying, he says. And this will also make you feel very tired. On the other hand, if you give less than what you are, you dishonor the gift of your own precious life. And you will end your life in regret. This is so important to me as a minister. I've discovered in doing ministry that the thing that I want most to help people to understand is this very thing. We are all seated with purpose. We are all infilled with a being, and purpose can shift and change over the decades of our years, or it can stay true to one beautiful, powerful thing that just glows in its radiance and grows ever stronger to the very end. But we don't know what it is until we do it, until we live it. But I'll tell you what, I am committed to helping people unlock what that is so that I can stop. This is what I want. I want to stop anyone that I have influenced or have a hand on to keep them from not getting to the end of their life and leaving something unturned in themselves. I don't have control over that, but it is my great desire for everyone to recognize that this process of unfolding some more love that the world really needs before you go out of this existence, before you go out of this state, out of this body. It would be a sad thing, I think, to be on the other side and to realize, oh, I never opened this package. Oh, I never got the courage to try that after all. I just feel that that's so important for us to realize that this is why we're here. The song that I sang tonight, I didn't sing it because I'm a gifted singer. It's been within me, though, a drive to use my voice in song and to deliver the feeling that my words alone can't convey. Something that I feel deeply, and I am so moved by music, by vibration, by rhythm, by lyric, by poetry. All of those things just make me, I don't know if you've ever seen me sitting sometimes, but when this is such an amazing ministry with so much amazing music and singers and rhythms and power and beauty that I am often just rocking in my chair. I'm often, even during meditation, I can't sit still. I'm just rocking with the vibration of being with it because it just moves me. And whatever ways I can express that, if I left something undone, imagine what kind of a teacher would I be if I didn't follow through on this. So I've been getting lessons so I could learn more about my voice and how to deliver it, and I could use it more effectively. And it's led to a healing in myself that I didn't anticipate. Some ideas about myself that I've carried since childhood. And I know that from my past experience with healing that I'm sure that there's a whole area of related relationships that I don't even understand or know how they're connected, that in healing this one part of me, some other parts of me will also be healed. And some relationships will shift and change because of that. Because that's the glory, really, of healing. And I embrace that, and I run into it whenever I can, because I know it's joy. Discovering and using our gift is a healing in itself. The more whole we are, the more free we are, the more true we are, the more powerful we are, the more love we are in the world, because we are being the love that flows through us. And that heals the world. And don't you think the world needs some healing now? So that all of who and what we can be and are can be expressed in the world. It's never too late. So not only was this song about my first grade teacher and a beloved saint from my childhood, but it's also because, I don't know about you, but I have felt the loss of touching, of hugging, of holding, of even kissing on a cheek, and how important it is to my ministry. As a minister, that is such an important component. It's how I convey healing, and it's how I love people. And I felt so isolated from it. And so asking you if I can hold you, if I can love you like Bernadette, I intend to fulfill that as soon as possible. Because it's how I give my gift to the world, honestly. And you're asking yourself, perhaps, how is it that you can do this? What could be of value or of such value? Let me give you a little bit from Wayne Muller, what he said in his discovery. He said, yesterday, I went to visit Simon, who's dying. He's frightened. He regrets dying alone with no partner to hold him when he awakens in the night, afraid. And as I sat with him, he wept. He's angry and sad about so many things that he cannot seem to feel the blessings. He's used to controlling the things in his life, and now there are things that cannot be controlled. He's losing energy, losing weight, and he cannot make this stop. I spent much of our time speaking with him about how we can feel the rhythm between sadness and joy, to not get caught in the reasons why. Toward the end of the morning I spent with him, I felt that some healing had happened. In some ways, he felt lighter to me. I believed my words had brought him some comfort. Then just before I left, he said, "You know, Wayne, I really don't understand most of what you say to me. But I like your company and the sound of your voice. All the time that I thought I was being wise and inspirational, it turned out Simon was soothed by my voice and my companionship. For my part, I rarely believe my companionship is enough. So I feel compelled to say clever and meaningful things. He wasn't interested. My company and my presence was enough." Clearly, we do not always know our real gift. Balancing giving and receiving for those of us who are caregivers is also key. Do you know how to receive from others if you also are freely giving? There's a question that I like to ask people. Which is it? Do they see themselves as givers, or do they see themselves as receiving, easy to receive? It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to have, or it's easy for me to give. If I can find out which way somebody is, I usually give them advice to do the opposite. because we get really good at the things we think are virtuous and meritorious, or that we deserve, or whatever our belief system is. And the exercise is to do the opposite, because giving and receiving is really the same thing, but it's necessary to be in balance at the same time. Caregivers can take such pride in giving. Wearing our exhaustion sometimes like a badge of honor, a martyr's emblem. Who's served by that? Energetically, it actually dulls the perfectly good gift we are giving. It comes with a sharp edge of hidden anger that our needs aren't getting met. We can get depleted in the face of never-ending need that's around us. Taking care of ourselves often means letting others into our lives, to let them serve us with their gift of presence, their gift of encouragement, their gift of nourishment, their gift of wisdom and experience, their gift of love. Is this something you can practice more in your life? Or are you the person that needs to stop asking and find ways to find out some things for yourself, to extend yourself, to give first, even when you experience need? That can be the lesson as well. How can you find a way that you can draw something of value from you? And you may not know what it is until you offer what you see you could do. Even if others could do it, they haven't experienced yours before. Try it and see what comes out of that exchange and what comes out of your own power and out of your own soul. Bringing our gift to the world takes time. And as we answer the questions that you find in the book, we can actually find our way to knowing how to bring it to the world. Who are we? What do we love? The gift we bring will be easy because our gift naturally emerges from who we are. The offering we bring is ourselves, just as we are. Our gift is our true nature. There can be no other gift than this. This. I don't have anything else. No other tricks up my sleeve. You? Your gift is your authentic self. Wayne Muller says, whatever gift we bring necessarily arises from who we are. The 4 meditations, who am I, what we love, how we live, naming our gift, all flow into one another. What we love teaches us how to live. What we give helps us learn about who we are. In this way, perhaps we may learn to think from the immeasurable grace of a single human life. No stone unturned, I gave it all. I remember Irma Bombeck once saying she wanted to slide into heaven and say, God, I used everything you gave me. I used it all up. I like that. That's my goal too. One quick poem included in Wayne's book. It's called Privacy, written by David Williams. So what if I outsmarted a fish I found beautiful and didn't need to eat? The pickerel's mouth was around the hook. Another instant, he'd bite and be torn. I jiggled a warning down the line, and he backed off quick and smooth. Across the pond, a woman came down, waded in so far and then stopped, but kept throwing out a stick for her dog to return, while light off the top of the water dappled her thighs. She thought she was alone, so I turned away. I remember how my father always entered the water shyly, carefully, wetting his skin like a shepherd, smearing an orphaned lamb with another ew's blood so she'd claim it. And once he swam out so far alone, he didn't know the way back when dark surprised him. And someone on shore he'd never met, thinking of something else, flicked on a light, and he didn't drown. The ways in which our lives, our authenticity, our being human, our showing up, doing what we do, doing what we naturally do, has value, matters, connects us, impacts us, changes the world. Wayne Miller says, "The family of the earth aches for your gifts. We all need what you have. We cannot survive unless you join our circle and bring who you are to our gathering. Do not be afraid." And I will tell you that if you do remain afraid to share yourself, won't you let me hold you like Bernadette would do? Namaste.
Thank you for watching this message today. I'd like to invite you to join us in person here on campus at Unity of Houston for Sunday morning or Wednesday evening services. If you can't be with us here on our campus, you can still join us live on Facebook or on our website, unityhouston.org, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Central.